Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today I want to do something a little bit more creative. I need to do, more creative, challenging, exceptionally challenging. I need to create some backgrounds badly. One of the things I need to create is his office building, office interior, and the interior pretty much to his house and to a couple clubs. I'm going to be doing, I don't do backgrounds. I'm more of a portrait artist. I've always focused on people. So I'm going to be looking to a lot of source material, and I'll probably do some tracing, shame on me, but I got to get this done and I got to get through it. So what I've got in mind for his building, hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my comic here. I'm doing a comic here that's called Nocturnal Emissions, and it's a horror story, and I need to, there's a gentleman who can't sleep. He's very materialistic kind of fella, young guy, and he is really great at what he does. His whole identity is kind of centered around kind of like being successful and wealthy and things like that. So he's got this nice luxury apartment, or condo, and I've got like all these empty backgrounds, and I need to throw something in it. Nothing too, distracting or anything like that, but I definitely need a building. Now, my first idea for a building was something like this. And I'm thinking, it's nice, it's futuristic, but I want something that kind of illustrates what he is, kind of like a busy bee type of place. And I want, instead of it being a queen bee, as, some people are loath to be, they want to be. I'm going to bring over my, my Google images here, and I'll show you kind of where my mind is. And I'm thinking futuristic. I want something different, something that I haven't seen before and can kind of be proud of. Having, if I was this kind of guy who wants to be successful in life, I'm thinking it's something like this, one of these type of buildings. I know I'm going to toss something like that in like the cityscape, but I'm wondering how I want to do it. And I think some of these things are really great ideas. I like that they are with buildings, they're trying to be symmetrical and things like that. But I'm thinking more bee-like, more hive type of thing, kind of like hexagons and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get like a hexagon type of pattern, and kind of like a bee type of mentality. I mean, it's all like kind of bees, but he wants to be the bee that stands out, and he does a lot. And I want to keep it kind of simple. Probably maybe like I do with other things, just one or two colors. Nothing too dramatic. It could be something like in the center of town or something like that, so that his building is what stands out, especially in its shape. Now, this is kind of nice. I like that it's kind of like a honeycomb type of, like the traditional like bee honeycomb looking shape. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and take something like this, but I think it needs like a twist. I kind of like the corkscrew idea where the building kind of twists a bit. I kind of like that. I'm kind of drawn to that. So I think I want his building to be like that. This is kind of cool where it has kind of like bits on the outside, and then it has like the interior. So maybe that twist could be that kind of thing going on with it. All right, so how do I start? Let's see. I want let's go ahead and start with we'll kind of, let's see, let's go ahead and start with a triangular shape. Let's see, we'll take this bad boy right here. And one of the tools that I like in, I think I'll use a blue so it's not so harsh to look at, is the line tool, where you can hold it down and it creates a line for you. And then at this point you can edit that shape. So we will keep it kind of, I don't know if, do I want to keep it centered? We'll see. Let's create another line. Let's come right up to the top here, bring it down. Got that pyramid type shape. And let's see, we'll give it like a round type of base, kind of like a cone. And we'll just bring that around. Or actually, let's make a circle. There we go. We'll edit that shape. We'll bring it up. Now I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but gosh darn it, let's get her done. Okay, so I got that kind of shape going on, and I kind of want, let's see, the way it kind of, I don't want to be too literal with the B shape. So let's see, let's try something here. We'll have the penthouse part up at the top here, and maybe we'll have it, oops, let me get off the circle here. Let me go back. There we go. So we'll leave that there. Let's see, and we'll erase this back end. We don't need that anymore. And I'm thinking of doing something, doing the wraparound. So let's see, I'm gonna create another layer, and we'll do this sort of thing. Always forward. Let's see. Let's see. Just have it kind of wrap around the building, and then just kind of, and we'll try to get this a little bit more futuristic looking. So the entrance of the building, ooh, that looks like a party hat, doesn't it? Let's see, let's go back. Okay, so we got the triangle shape, we got the basic triangle shape. Let's see, but I did like the wraparound, so I'm going to wrap it like this. Oops, maybe not like that. Okay, so we wrap it around like that. Now there was one with a double helix that I liked. This bad boy, let's see, and it almost looks like fire. Let me bring it back over for you guys. Okay, so nobody could see anything because I had my picture in the way. Okay, so I like this concept. So it's kind of like that B shape, but it's been pulled upwards. So I think that's what I'll try, something like that. So let me copy that image, and I'm going to paste that into my drive here. La 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 la, right here. Okay, so this one is going to be all about backgrounds. Let me go ahead and paste that. And I'm going to try to save myself some time and embarrassment here. So let me clear this. We'll clear that. Okay, and then the background color, we'll leave it like we'll give it a nice light blue. maybe like a sky blue. Let's see. Nice happy day. Why not? There we go. All right. So, so in my background, I've got that picture. I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Okay. So, come on, you. And I'm half tempted to do this in another program, but we'll see how it works out in this one. Okay, so let me open up my backgrounds here. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy. And I want to make it a little bit different from what I see. I like the one here on the side. Okay, all right. So let me move this one. We don't really need it right now. We got it copied. All right. Come back to Procreate. Hit that button and go to Add, and then Paste. And we'll make that bigger. So I say about that size. The bigger I draw, the more detail I can keep in the program. Okay, so I'm kind of torn between the far left one and this one right here. Let's see. Like, I think this one on the far left would work really well at the very top. So let's see. How do I do this? Let me go ahead and put that down there. I'm going to drop the opacity a bit. Just a bit. And then I'm going to, I wonder. Let me try something. Let me put the opacity back up. And if I grab it, now I'm not sure where I got this. I want to give attribution to this. Let's see, I did a search on futuristic buildings, I believe. Let's see. And this one right here is a stock image of a 3D model. Let me go into it so I can explain where I got my, because I don't want to be like accused of you stole my junk. It's from Render Hub. Ooh, now that looks interesting. And this one right here, this little flat fat one, looks pretty interesting too. But I'm going to aim for this one and this one and see if I can, I want them to be, let's see, who is the person? Wire Case 3D maybe? Or that's modeled by. So Wire Case 3D do some very interesting things. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on this person. Yeah, Wire Case 3D. I'll end up following him. If I come back, I should be coming back. But anyway, that's the concept idea that I kind of like, and I think that the main character, would be drawn to it because it's really super futuristic. So let's see. We're going to copy and paste. Let's move it, and then we'll downsize it. Oops, bring it down just a bit. And then we'll put that up on top. It'll be kind of like a tower of some sort. I kind of like that. So let me move that over here. And then this one here, let's come back to this layer. We'll bring this down a bit. And that'll be plopped on top. Let me go ahead and do a few things here. Now, the thing I love about Procreate is that you can alter your backgrounds here. You know, you can erase stuff. In the other program, you can't. Oh, what is that other program? Adobe Draw. Even though Adobe Draw, I think, is a really good program. Okay, so let me go ahead and I need to make an entrance for the persons to go into. So, oh, I have an idea. Okay, so we got that other one in the back, but this could also be the entrance as well. So let me take this and let's see, I'll copy and paste it and then just erase it off of this layer. And this is all just going to be my layer for the, make sure I'm not erasing the wrong thing. I'm on that layer. Nothing's disappearing. Why are you not disappearing? Oh, because you're right there. Okay. And I think I want to alter the shape of the bottom one. Okay, I took that off. Go ahead and erase some of this. And I think I'm going to square off the top here so that the topper will fit pretty well. Okay, so I got this, but I want to distort it a bit. I think it's this one and then warp. And let's see if it'll let me. I just want to extend the bottom so that it has kind of like that honeycomb shape, where it has that going on. So we'll extend it. And you know what would be cool is if you are using modern transportation, this spiral, the big gray spiral that's around here, that would be a very awesome like monorail or something. You know, so you can get to the top pretty fast. Let's go ahead and kind of taper it up a little bit. All right. All right, all right, all right. Soft serve. Okay, let me erase a little bit. Now, this only comes from me not being minded as far as design, not organic, but designing backgrounds. It just does not interest me. The whole idea of even having a background like disturbs me. I don't know, but I have to have it to tell my story. Hey, how's it going, you guys? Ready? Let's see, what do we have? Love how those towers go with the sex theme, because they're like phallic-y. Let's see, $800 for the pictures. I know, right? Wow, that guy's expensive, wicked expensive. Yes, staggering the sizes will give it depth as well. My poor building fantasy. Oh God. But yeah, so okay, soft serve works. You gotta lick it before you stick it. So yeah, so we've got the yeah, I'm dating myself. I am dating myself big time. Bigly. Okay, so futuristic building, and you know, we all want to, you know, I could see him thinking that this building and the whole concept of it all, where he's working, is the shit. You know, this is cutting edge technology. These are people who are movers and shakers, and he's making a shit ton of money. Enough to be able to afford hookers and time locks on his door and stuff like that to be installed like almost same day. Okay, so we got that part of the building, and then I wanted to toss this like at the very top, and the fun comes when I got to trace it all and bring it into a style of some sort, make it all work. It helps to be on the right layer. There we go. And then we'll move this. Okay, we're on that layer, but it's probably still got some stuff on the bottom of it. Let's see, I was going to try to move it, put it on freeform. And kind of going to probably put this behind it. So it's like this really crazy tower. Oh yeah, and that part, this one was going to be in the front. So this one has to be up here, and this one has to be back here. And then somehow I want to get this to be a cohesive thing. So like this little line here at the very bottom. Ooh, I know. I'm going to put this on the top. Okay, so this needs to come back up here. And then I'm just going to erase a smidge. Let me zoom that in. Erase. Make that smaller. And maybe even tilt it a bit. Shoot, I have to. Alright. Very dated. I hear you. Okay, so we'll have that kind of be the topper, and at night it should like light up like a little Christmas tree. Be beautiful, and, you know, keep futuristic planes and shit from hitting it. Okay, so we got that going on. I'm just gonna erase a little bit of the background around it, just for giggles. I'm not gonna keep it. All right. Okay, so definitely far different from what I had in mind initially. So here's this like building, or it could be like a random building in the background. So I got that, and then I wanted this one here to be the entrance. Not you. You. So it'd be like kind of in front. Ugh. Come down. So like this will go under this part. Okay, and then these will be behind it. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to make it fat like this one? Like that would be the entrance. Right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty tacky when it comes to design. I have a hard time designing clothes because it's not one of the things that I'm interested in. It's the face and the eyes and stuff like that. And I've always been that way. But if I'm going to tell a story, if I'm I have to get off the people's eyes, gotta get off those eyes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to see if I can try to blend some of this together. Okay, so I'm going to flatten everybody. And I just kind of wanted this to be like a beehive-y type of place. I can see drones coming out and stuff like that. So still trying to figure out what his business is. Okay, and I think a beautiful blue-gray building would be nice. So looking at some of these wire buildings and stuff like that. Let's see. To get the building color, I kind of like that it's white and clean and modern looking. The silver's pretty nice. Okay. just kind of studying it a little bit. The lines look like they're kind of like white to gray. Yeah, exactly. Something that's you like tacky and sloppy as long as it's gonna start. Well, you're only gonna look at the backgrounds for a heartbeat. That's what gets me. Um, so I want them to be like kind of cutting edge type of thing, like and this could be like a monorail. It could be we've got our beautifully designed office buildings, um, and whatnot like that that's going on. Okay, so how do you tackle this? All right, I always have a hard time trying to figure out where to start on here. One thing that I've been doing was just going ahead and doing like a solid layer of color, and then like either dropping the opacity or let's see, let's do it. Okay, so the overall color is kind of like a silver gray, but I kind of like the blue here. So maybe that blue is just a reflection. I'm trying to decide. Let's start with gray. Um, Either gray or white. Maybe a combination of that in between. Okay, so the grays are pretty much on this side. I'll bring it up to the blues. I'll start bringing it this way. We'll stick with the light gray first. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and wonder if it'll let me select this. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is on this layer, fill it in. Let's see if it'll let me just drop it. Yes. Let me see, back it up. All right. And then I could just see if I can define it a little bit better. It's not going to get much bigger than that. Let's see. We'll use this one. And that's as good as it's going to get. And then maybe a darker gray, probably around which side? Let's see. We'll do it around the edges here. We'll make that a little smaller and just kind of give it that kind of edge here. Maybe black. And then I can erase erase everything on the outside. Okay, and we'll throw that, let's see, we'll turn that off for a sec. Okay, so I need to do the detail, and I decided that I was going to make the lines white on the inside of it. Okay, so let's go with the biggest ones first. We'll keep it, I like that it's jagged, and it gives it, let's see, we'll use the studio pen. Excuse me. Put it on this layer. I don't see anything. Too big. Let's bring it down to maybe 3. There we go. Alright, maybe not like that. Let's try this. One other thing that I tried doing is using the selection tool. I do like the colors that are here, but if I'm snagging other people's artwork, I like to change it up at least 75%, so they can't come back and go, "Oh, chick, you stole my junk. How unethical of you." But I do like that it's gray around the outsides this darker gray around the outsides, and then let's see, I think I'll make this part here kind of reflective of white. You know, kind of like maybe reflecting another side of the building or something like that on the other side. So we got that going on. We could fill in the whites while we have it selected. Let's do this. And the selection tool seems to fill it in pretty nice once we get it going on here. And just making some random shapes here. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a helix type of pattern. Let's see, we'll use that. I don't want it to be too smooth. I kind of like the idea of it being jagged like this in some places. I thought it was selecting. You know selection, you selection. I'm not a selection, you're a selection. We're all a selection. And just kind of have this kind of overlap it a bit. Hopefully this doesn't take like freaking amazing amount of hours. Okay, so there we go. Oh. Let's see, I want it to be more right here. Oh, did it deselect on me? You rat bastard. No? Should be okay. Be okay, Kim. Be okay. Ugh. Now it's doing outlines. Okay. So we'll erase a little bit. I'll use a harder eraser. We'll do this one. There we go. I guess it's okay that it's not perfect. Come on, you. There we go. Fill it in. And we'll do it again down here. Oops. Come right on up on this bad boy here. Okay. And then I could probably erase just... I like that little bevel that's there. We'll bring this down just a smidge. You know, the honeycomb shape. That's what I needed. God, dandruff. Okay. Let me see. Where did I find that? You know, worse. You never know. You could be making your money off of honey. He's having honey being brought to him. That's for sure. Um, so, in a sense, he kind of looks at it like, is it a blessing or is it a curse? Um, and this affliction of the sleep type of thing. You know, it's like it's definitely a curse. At least to me, it's a curse. But you know, if you can get free nookie or you know, and on the regular and not feel a little guilty after a while, I don't know. Um, you never know. You never know. So let's see. I'm gonna take this part here, and I'm gonna bring up. Come on, you. There we go. And I'll copy that. Just so I can get that hexagon shape. And then I come back to here. And then we'll make another layer. And paste. Did I not copy? Did I? Let's see. There. Oh, there it is. Okay. I forget that it gives you that option. There we go. I choose you. All right. Now I'm trying to decide. Do I want to make it blue-gray? We'll use that gray. Let's make it white for the moment. Just so it'll kind of blend in with the other thing here. Using a studio pen. I'm trying to remember how to keep the taper. I don't know if that makes a difference. Let's see. Good enough for government work. Make the lines here. Not perfect. Let me see. Let's try this. Okay, and fill. Oh, I should have made that on the other layer. God, dandruff. Okay, back it up. There we go. Yay. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. Let's see. Maybe... Where is it not feeling perfect? When you're feeling less than perfect. That does not suck too bad. Besides, we're barely gonna see it. Freeform. That's cute. Reset. Oh, now it also has like a little tiny line next to it. I might be able to use that. I wonder if I can duplicate this. Let's see. Let me get rid of this. Select. And then maybe fill it with the darker gray. And kind of have like a little bevel thing. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's see. And I think I can always, let's see, I'm on that one. And then on this layer, maybe give it a bluish grayish tinge. You know, it's funny, I say that word so much that I don't even realize I'm saying it. Like, God, dandruff. There we go. That's not too bad. How about a little bit darker right here on the tinge and the edge. There we go. Then we'll merge these little bitches together and duplicate it, and then move them down. Oops. That might not suck, pulling it out like that. So let me see. Let me reset it. Just bring it down. Bring it on down. I could probably live with that. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Where are you? Okay, you're on top. Put you right here. So I'm trying to decide, do I want it to go over the top like that, or if I wanted to, yeah, I guess we could, with each layer going right above it of the next. Let's see. All right, so that's you. You're on top. Should you be on the bottom? I'm trying to decide which way I like it better. Do I like it better with them coming down and being under each other? I think nested under each other isn't too bad. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so you're on top. And where are you? Okay. So we'll move you to the top. Bring you down. Let's see. Okay, you're on top. No. What would that do? Shoot. That's you. I want you underneath. Okay, so you. Ongawa. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if I duplicate these stupid things, and I'm making these kind of like beveled type of, look at here. All right, so you're the one on bottom. So every time I create one from you, it should be on top of the other. It's not. Oh, I kind of like that shape. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, so that's you, and that's you. We'll duplicate you guys, and we'll move you up. think I'll put this one somewhere else. Let's see. I'm going to put on these edges here, but behind everything. So we set that to the side. They should like kind of get smaller as they go up. Let's see. Okay, so that's you. And I'm wondering if you look better on top of that one. And if I create you, put you here. If I move you up one, I guess that didn't matter. Okay, so let's make you smaller. Maybe alternate the sizes as I go. I don't know. Let's see. We'll make you smaller. One pill makes you smaller. And let's see. Not that one. That's the one. Make you smaller. Just a little. We'll just have it kind of fit underneath a little bit. And then this one, we'll make it a little bit bigger. And then make the other one really big since it's like closest to us, I think. Yeah, that's the beast. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I'm on your layer. I'm on your layer! Okay. We'll just kind of put that there. And then make that very last one huge. There we go. Maybe not that huge. Haha. Okay. Fuzz, man. So, let's see. I could move you out the way. I'm gonna put you right down here. No, I hate when it creates a group and I don't want a group. Not yet. Okay, so all you guys together, and then maybe duplicate it again. And then bring it upwards this way. And we'll warp you. That almost does not suck. Almost. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, alright. We'll just kind of have it wrap around a bit. Okay, so we got that going on. And then this one here, we can kind of distort that a little bit too. It's going to be kind of covered up by, whoops. There we go. By the thing in the center here. And then I think I'll take some of these little other shapes here and use those in a pattern on the going up the helix here. I want you. Okay, I'm gonna merge together that way. If I have a limited amount of lines or layers, there we go. Squeeze, damn you. I'm gonna duplicate this bad boy, and I think I should give it more of a honeycomb shape. I can't think. You know, like maybe have it come inwards instead of it looking like a, well, we'll see. We'll see. Um, let's see. One pill makes you smile. On the way to work. But which is which? But which is which? Alice. LOL. At your not that huge. You're not that huge. You can be bigger. We have the technology. Let's see. All right. So moving. Oh yeah. I forgot. I made a duplicate. I wonder if this fits into that. It probably won't fit in just Ducky. I kind of like that. Can't see it. These damn marching ants. That's not bad. I could probably work with that. It's almost like dragon scales. Let's see. Anyway, you're gonna be a window, brother. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it up. Ooh. Okay. One of the things about Procreate, you've got this tool where you can change the sizes of stuff. If you're on it, it manipulates it. If you're off of it, let me stretch them out a little bit. When you're off of it, then you can move it around. And I learned, it took me forever to learn that. Okay, I'm going to flip this horizontal. Yes. Yas, queen, yas. Okay, so the higher, I'm trying to see. I think trying to follow this helix around. But I'm trying to, okay, got you. Gimme. Okay. Now the cool thing is if I can get these in here, I might even still be able to keep the underlying image. Let me see. I'm going to turn this one back on. Let me zoom out. So without the underlying image on here, this is what I've got so far. And so let me keep the underlying image on. Let me turn you off for a sec. Okay. Ultimately, I want to get rid of the underlying image. Let me see, flip it on, flip it off, and let's see if I do some lines. Like, I like how it has these little streaks of lines. I think that might be an interesting thing to see. So I wonder, I think the fine hairbrush would be too disorganized. Maybe for, yeah, it's too random. I need it to be straighter. Okay, so I can't use that for multiple lines. I wonder if I have another tool that'll do that. In here there's elements, spray paints, touch-ups. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Texture. No, not the texture. It wasn't texture. It was. They're like, they have like building type, industrial. That's what it is. Okay. There's caged and corrugated iron. Let me see what caged does for me. Okay, we got that. And I want to see if caged will make interesting lines. It probably could. Hold up. Let me try something. Maybe in this shape right here. Oops. like there's this one edge here, where things are wrapping around. Let's see. And I want to give it its own layer. I don't want it on the same layer as that. Okay, so let me push that in there. Interesting. This might work. Okay, hold up. Okay, so this underlying layer, let me get rid of that. And maybe even use that tone, like that bluish, grayish tone. We'll leave that there. And we'll throw like maybe a little bit more gray onto it to give it kind of like the shadow that it's underneath that shape when I create it. And then there'll be another shape that'll kind of overlap it, so it'll be a little darker at its little edge here, and maybe down in here. Okay, so we've got that going on, and I like to get a little bit of this light blue here. Come on, Cage. Okay, so we got that going on right there. If I create another layer here, and what I'm thinking about doing is distorting the cage picture. So we'll start off with like a darker gray. Oh, make sure it's on a different layer altogether. Yep, it is. Okay. And then have that blue-gray, about that tone. We'll have it kind of play right here. And then the white, kind of as a highlight. And we'll throw a little bit more of that blue-gray in there. That does not suck too bad. Let's see. We'll take one little layer, one little thin strip of that, and just kind of have it. We'll define some of these little ribs here that this thing created. Now you got to keep in mind that people don't really stare at the background. They are all about the story. And this is all just to give you an idea of where the person is. So with that in mind, you don't have to be the most detailed unless there's something in this that they need to see, that the reader needs to see. It's like, there's something in that line, there's something here. Or if like I could zoom, if I'm zooming in on a particular region in this tower, then I would want to be more detailed and concise. But I don't know, I'll only probably show this tower maybe 2 or 3 times, and usually at a distance. I'm just kind of trying to blend in some of these lines here and trying to define some of these ribs here, and just kind of smoothing it all out. Okay, so with that, I've got like a helix type of thing going on. I wonder if it'll do the same thing for me here. And if I turn this back on, that's what it would look like. So I think I'll use the hexagrams or hexagons in certain areas to define windows. So maybe I'll use the hexagon like here, where it's a little bit more, just to give it a little difference. But it has to be above this one. Or does it? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll duplicate that. And duplicate that. Okay, that's pretty good because it's going to be underneath that particular one. And then the honeycomb shape that they'll create, let's see, if I merge this, duplicate it, we'll bring it down, and then it'll create my helix pattern. Or actually, to speed it up, we'll merge these two. Come on, you. Okay. Big fat fingers. Okay. Yeah, there's a feature where you can pinch it so that it'll do what you want it to do, and my pinching is not so pinchy. I don't pinch enough. I don't know. Not pinchy enough. Pinchy Kimberly. Okay. But I also want to bring some of that helix this way. So let me see. Go back to that layer. We shall duplicate. And we'll move it down. Move, damn you. Freeform. Okay. There we go. And then I can kind of warp it a bit so that it wraps around the building a bit. Alright, and then I'll erase what I don't need. That's kind of cool though. So it's gotta suck to be on the inside of some of these helixes if you have an office there. It's like you probably get no light. Or maybe that's where the bathrooms are. That would make sense. Okay, I need one that I had manipulated. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that I keep a layer that I haven't messed up, that I haven't warped or anything like that, just in case I need it. Shoot, I still need one more here. So I can imagine like guys that are not so higher up on the food chain to be like maybe on the lower floors. You know, the worker sheep, and then those that get the best views and stuff, they're at the top. And I'm wondering if there should be maybe a queen bee to this company. You know, the head chick in charge. That would be interesting. Okay, so now everything here that I don't need, I'm going to erase. Okay, so on this layer here, I just created. Oh, actually, let's see. I'm gonna keep layer. Well, they're all layer 5. I need one layer that's not distorted. I think it was. I think it was you, Pikachu. Nope, wasn't you. No. Fuzz. When you duplicate a layer, it just says the same name of that layer. I'm trying to find the original layer that I didn't monkey with. That way I can repeat the same helix pattern going down in another area. This fucking sucks. Okay, which one are you? You. Haha! You're the original layer. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna lock you. Okay. That way I know you are the original. Okay, so this one here, I can start erasing crap off the sides here. And then this one. There we go. 3 days later, Kim figures it out. I'm not so much worried about this particular layer because a lot of it's going to get covered up by these lines here. So trying to decide what to do on this other area. Okay, so the in-between stuff. I think what I did for this layer number 7, I'm going to do coming down this way. So on layer 7, let's see, we'll have maybe a blue tinge. Like I want to kind of keep the color scheme that's in the picture, but not really. I don't know. It's like I want to deviate as much as I can from what I see, but still kind of keep the inspiration behind it. Make sure that my thing is still uncaged, because that is the texture that we're going with for that. And just trying to keep that caged color. Let's see, so about the gray again. Come over here. And then maybe the lighter gray. Just go up a little bit higher. Now, let's see. That might be too... Looks like these are too big. Okay, so the texture here is like too big. Let me bring it down to like 2. There we go. Something a little smaller. And maybe have, the more that it comes towards the light, the whiter it'll be. But not too white. Let's see, we'll get that blue. Oops, that's not blue. And then I can always come back around with, what is that called? Pinchy. Yeah, I'm not as pinchy as I used to be. Pinchy huevo. Pinchy mama. Oh, just black. Just to be darker. And then I think I'll come around with a tone around the outside of it. What is that called? Let's see, I'm gonna bring these layers down so I don't have a billion layers messing with me. There we go. And then I'll just kind of blend these guys a little bit. Don't want to get rid of too much of the texture, so I'll bring that brush opacity down a bit. This is going to be the weirdest damn building, but you know what? I'm down for it here. Okay, let's see. We'll do one layer. That'll be kind of like my, what is that layer called? Like a shadow type layer, flat layer, or something like that. I don't know. Usually use black on that. Let me change my brush here. We'll use the soft brush. And then we'll just kind of darken the windows around the edges here. We don't always catch the light, but when we do, let's see, maybe we'll toss a little bit of, that's a little too tacky. How about like a super light blue, almost electric. We don't want it to suck too bad. Okay, well, you know, sucks to be them. And then the folks that really catch the light. Now that's The Office. Okay. And I got to remember I've got that helix in the center. Okay, let's see what we got here. I want to do something with these. I wonder if I can take this bad boy right here by himself. I'll duplicate him so I don't lose him. And then bring you up here and then kind of throw you on your side. Make you bigger. Maybe flip you horizontal. And just kind of make like plates going up to the top here. I wonder if I can do that. You flip vertically. Flip horizontal. I might have to redraw it. Let's see. Like I kind of want this edge, instead of it being a gray edge, to be the white edge. Let's see. I might be able to get away with it. Let me see what warp will do for me. Not much. Like I want them to be, it's kind of rectangular. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. Let's see. We'll reset it. Bring it back over here. Look you. Reset. Freeform. It's got something on here, on its layer, but that's okay. So I want it to come around here, but I want it to be flat. Kind of like that. But we've already got that going around the edges. I think maybe a wire of this. Okay, let me get out of this. Delete. Delete. Okay, so I wonder. I think there might be another brush here that might do something for me here. Something. Ooh, I wonder what cubes does. Let me see. I'm gonna change that to a brush, and we'll make it a black brush. And if I bring it, oops, that's too small. That's not cubes. That's tessellated. That does not suck. Hold up. Okay, so let me see. So this branch here is coming around like this. It looks really alien. Let's see. I want to make it. Let's see if I do it again. I almost don't hate that. Almost. I mean, it's tacky, but it doesn't. I don't know. Let's see. It's on its own layer. Okay. I was worried that it wasn't on its own layer. And then maybe come around this way. And then maybe the white version of that. And then let me see if I select it. and then see if I can make it kind of look metallic looking. So the parts that will catch the light, we'll make that brighter, and we'll put it, instead of right on it, we'll put it on its own layer. Let's see, do I want to use the same texture? We'll see for now. You're going to catch the light. Maybe a bluish tone. Yeah, we'll keep the texture for now. And we'll bring it down some. And then I'll go ahead and use the tool here and just kind of maybe blend these guys together a bit. Like, I like the gray, that gray tone, and I think I'll use, ooh, now throwing a texture on there like rosette might not be a bad idea, just to give it something. Yeah, that reminds me of like a comic book tone. And then we'll just kind of soften it all together. Yes. And then we'll throw some white on there. Oops, not there. And that could be that white tone. I'll put it on top of something else too, just to keep it consistent. Okay, so we'll use the white kind of right here because it'll probably catch whatever light is there. Just a little. And then just kind of smear it, blend it, slap it. And then, let's see, I'll do the same a little bit right here. So I really like that box texture. Very strange. Okay, so I want to repeat this texture, the one with the hexagrams, and I want to put that like right, where else would it come out of? I guess like right here, because it's going there. It should come out like right here. Duplicate and unlock this one. So on this layer here with this white, let's see, that was going to be, let's see, I could put that layer here. Okay, got you selected. And I think it needs to flip horizontal. Yes. And we'll just kind of slip you on in there. Probably like right there. What layer are you on? Oh, you're on your own layer. Cool. We'll put you down here. Come on, layer. Come with me. Come with me. Good layer. Okay, and then this layer here, we'll probably bring it up higher so it'll actually be used, and then we'll drop the opacity on it right there. Okay, so we'll duplicate you. Bring you down. And just keep duplicating that until I got it to come down in the pattern here. Very ugly building. I think it might be too many textures. That could be the problem. It looks like tentacles, but also kind of like a beehive-y type tentacle type of thing. And I almost want it to look monstrous. It's a monster. You know, the people you work with, the people that are in the building. I mean, it's like it's almost like it's telling on itself. I can kind of see this doing that. To explain my bad design, yeah. Um, but nah, I think I can kind of see it doing that. Just being like it's like I don't want to say the building is evil. It's just by design. It's like that. Ooh, I kind of like the effect where the windows are kind of coming off. I think I'll if I could, I think I would kind of bring that down a little bit more. Let me see. That one layer that I moved that was white, I'm going to make that kind of like a really transparent glass looking type of thing. So let me see if I can get on that layer. I'm on that layer, and maybe give that glass a texture. Let's see. I like the decimals. Oh, let's do the rosette. Rosette is on here. There we go. Doesn't have to be completely ugly. Let's see. And we'll just zoom in a little bit. And the sad thing is you're only going to look at it for a heartbeat. Okay, so let me make that a little gray, and I'll put that on the other side. Maybe a bluish, light bluish gray. It's heart-wrenching. And now that I think about it, you know, all those other artists that were out there that create their own artwork and stuff like that, and they put all their heart and soul into it, only for people to look at it for like, 5 seconds. You know, it took me 3 days to do that stupid picture. Okay, so we've got all that twisty stuff. I like, oh yeah, okay. I think I'll bring this up higher where this helix is, because it kind of looks bare. So we'll put like one crazy window, maybe a couple. Let's see, we'll put a couple there. Let's see. Let me duplicate that. I'll just move that up here. Try to think of where I can get it to kind of fit in, like right there. And even this design, it doesn't suck too bad. You know, it has, if I could get that box to come out almost like, I don't know, it might look interesting. I don't know. Like, how, you see how it's going out? If I could get that box to be on the other side, that box texture, let me see if I can duplicate that. This. Duplicate. And just have it kind of come out like that. Right there. I wonder. It's definitely different. Definitely ugly. But still. Just a thought. Just a thought. So let me erase all the crap that I don't need here off that layer. So you have that going on. think maybe move it out like that. Yeah, so it's almost like a beehive, but it looks like a tentacle. So I'm kind of, I don't know. Throw you on your side. Bigger works. Bigger works. Yes, bigger works. I agree. Um, why not? Okay, so we've got that going on. Just kind of have it going out that way. Maybe down. Trying to follow that curve. Okay. And then see if I can get rid of everything else. And then this opening here, I'm wondering, I wonder if there is a way. I do like these in the front here. Um, let's see. The things that I started at the very beginning, the little twisty things. I'm trying to figure out what layer they're on. Is it this layer? No. Wow. So this is what the building would look like without. Yeah, it looks super busy. Like I should have kept either one texture or another, or just kept it plain. Let me think. Because I still have. Yeah, it looks ugly. And I think it's the boxes that are doing it. It's not the same as a. It's not the same as the hexagon shape. You know what? I feel like I've overdone this. Let me see. I like the hexagon shape. So let me get rid of this layer. And this. Maybe the things that are sticking out are just too much. Uh-oh. When you hold it down too long, all of it disappears. Okay. No. I don't want anybody to combine. I just want to bring everybody down so I can turn you back on. Okay. So, yeah. So I think the building with just the hexagon shapes would be pretty badass. I think that might do it. Let's try again. Okay, I'm going to get rid of a lot of the crap on here. The hexagon shapes might be too plain. Yeah, it looks like a monster. And it could be just the shape of itself that's monstrous. It's not a square building. Let me think. It's kind of monolithic. If I could just remember what layer my little... Oh, there they are. I wonder if I make these bigger. Oops, wrong layer. Be on the layer I'm seeing, not the one that I'm on. Let's see. And if I make... Yeah, I think if I just create a building, let's see, let's try something else. I'm going to keep this shape here. Where are you? Right here. Okay, I'll just leave that alone. I'm going to start another one. I mean, maybe off into the distance. No, maybe not. That's why I don't create my own buildings. So let's keep it simpler. Let's see. Let's go and make a standard picture thing. All right. We'll have the background be like this beautiful blue uh, tone, maybe lighter. There we go. All right. And then let's see, we can do the building in a honeycomb shape. Um, or, let's see, I do like the twist. So let's see. Let's get white. And I wonder, let me make a rectangle. Just want to try something. This is pretty thick. I don't think I want my lines to be that thick. But we got rectangle, or quadrilateral. That's polyline. Okay. Just for giggles, I want to try something. Warp, or was it? It was liquefy. If I push it, or let me see, reset. I'm trying to think. Let me see, reset. Now this is making a twirl. Let me see, reset. It may be having a, that would be one crazy looking building. Okay, let me try something else. La 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 la. Just a simple building. We'll give it the rectangular shape, or, ooh, I do like a circular shape. Let me see, reset. Let me delete this. Circular shape. And then having, but I wanted the beehive shape. So like an abstract beehive. That could work, almost like an abstract beehive. And then making the shape of the, let's see, okay, this is an ugly building too. Maybe the beehive is an ugly shape building. Let me think. So we've got, I want it to look kind of like a beehive. Let me think. At the top of it, it's kind of pyramid shape. trying to think. Looks like poo. The shit building. No, we don't want it to look like poo. Okay, so we'll definitely have it be more of a triangular shape or rectangular shape. Um, let's see. Oh, now this is tight. This futuristic skyscraper is like it will wrap on itself and maybe have, let's see, so something like the different bases. And they would come up like this, and that could be one side of the building. This could be another side of the building. And then this could be this side of the building. Maybe a little gray. Let me back it up. Put it on its own layer. Okay, so if I do that, let me back it up even. No, I think this is good. Okay, so for layer 1, we'll have that be, we'll fill that in with white. And then on layer 2, we'll have kind of like a maybe a bluish off-white, just to set it off from maybe the bluer tone, just to set it off from this one. And we'll put that behind. And then the other one in the back, we'll put you down here. We'll have that be like a gray tone, still a little in the blue family. And we'll have that one kind of doing that sort of deal. Almost there, almost there. Shucky ducky. Well, not much has got accomplished, but this is what I had been working on. I decided I was going to make a building, but it just became a monstrosity. I liked certain parts of it, but for architectural design, this is like madness. And so I started looking at the very bottom here, and I'm like, you know what? A building, that was just kind of like a skyscraper with this kind of pattern would probably be badass. After looking at these, it looks like a tentacle. I mean, it looks like one of those Japanese tentacles or something like that, which would not be a bad thing. I like the tentacle videos, but that's just something else. So let me go ahead and go through, and you guys could kind of see what I was doing. For one of my maybe futuristic videos, I think, or stories, I think this might work. But for now, not so much. The idea was kind of cool, but I think I just went a little too overboard. So I think what I'll do is when I come back on this, I do like the initial idea. The initial idea was kind of cool, But if I make it any squatter, it'll look like, oh shoot, nobody can see anything because I'm looking at the models. Okay, sorry, let me go back. Um, let's see. There we go. So this is where we began, and I apologize for the thing being in the way. Uh, yeah, so basically, I am trying to come up with a building that my guy would be so proud to work in, and but when I started getting through it, my mind started to wander. It's like, what if, this building is monstrous looking, but what if, you work with the monsters that are inside? The building is one thing, because it all kind of twists on each other anyway. They work in sales, and they all kind of like either have to work together or they're working against each other. So there's a lot of push and pull. Yeah, people are pretty monstrous in this building. So, but I'm thinking that maybe simpler is better. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to come back with a more of a traditional building, and then maybe do a couple wraps around it, and maybe throw maybe something similar to this long building, but have the other shapes, or even this building, this futuristic skyscraper for $139. Instead of having all these like looking like they're broken windows, maybe just have the shapes that I've created. This kind of architecture with the shapes. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. That's why I don't do backgrounds very often. But it's a challenge, and I'm down for it. This was the idea that I was going to do. I was going to do something like this corkscrew here with the side thing right here on top, as a topper. And then I started letting my mind wander, and I started digressing just a bit, trying to play with some of the textures that come with the program. And this is where I had ended up. So I hope I didn't waste anybody's time, but it kind of gives you an idea of what you can do for your own backgrounds and buildings. Things that you don't want to do like I just did. You don't want to overdo it. Now, I could try to salvage this by making everything more streamlined, and then making my entrance a certain way. But the thing that stopped me was that there's this area that's like right. Let me make a layer right here. That I was like, well, what's going to go here? We've already overlapped with everything else. And I'm like, well, shucky ducky, I have no clue. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to try again. We always got to keep going forward, because the guy's got to walk into something. And you know what? While I'm bullshitting, I could even like just have it be a certain point. I don't know. I think I was overdoing it with the little edges here. Like maybe cutting it off at a certain point, either having like the very top or having the very bottom. But I like this. I like this idea with the, all this. I like this idea. So I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'm going to do a building that's kind of based off of that kind of design. All right, you guys. This was a fail. I like to call it a fail. The original building that I had in mind was this guy right here, and then I started thinking, okay, well, these are worker sheep, busy bees. They're trying to sell. Maybe something more along the lines of a beehive. So that's how it kind of evolved from a beehive shape to this twisting helix that's kind of futuristic. And then and it's a monster. It's a monstrous looking freaking building. And he's a monstrous kind of guy. So it's kind of weird how it almost fits together. We'll see. We'll see. I think I want to make the next building kind of even more, what's the word? Not creepy, But yeah, intimidating, something like that. All right, you guys, I will see you on the morrow, if not later. If I feel that inspiration and I'm not too tired, I am on it. All right, you guys, take care. Randy, thanks for popping in. And also, Tatted Hearts, thank you so much for making an appearance. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye. And my music disappeared. How about that? That sucks.